In the quiet moments of our lives, a shadow often falls, one we seldom name but frequently entertain. It is the sin of gluttony, a craving that goes far beyond the simple need for nourishment. It's a hunger of the soul, a relentless desire for more, that can consume not just our food, but our very lives. The Bible warns us of this danger. In Proverbs, we are told, "Do not join those who drink too much wine or gorge themselves on meat, for drunkards and gluttons become poor, and drowsiness clothes them in rags." This isn't just about food and drink. It's a warning against excess in any form. A prophecy of the emptiness that follows a life lived only for the next indulgence. Think of the story of Esau. In a moment of intense, short-sighted hunger, he sold his birthright, his entire future, for a single bowl of stew. How often do we make a similar trade? We sacrifice long-term health for the fleeting pleasure of a dessert. We trade financial security for the latest gadget we don't need. We exchange meaningful relationships for shallow, excessive entertainment. This is the modern face of gluttony. It begins subtly. A little overindulgence here, a treat-yourself moment there. But soon, the desire grows. It becomes a compulsion, an idol we bow down to. We chase the high of consumption. Whether it's food, shopping, or endless scrolling on our phones, we become so focused on feeding our appetites that we starve our spirits. We become blind to the needs of others and deaf to the quiet whisper of God's voice. Gluttony blocks blessings. It builds a wall of self-indulgence around our hearts, making it impossible for grace to enter when we are full of ourselves and our own desires. There is no room left for God. We wonder why we feel empty, disconnected, and spiritually adrift, not realizing we have filled every space with worldly things, leaving no room for the divine. Consider the rich fool in the parable Jesus told. He had so much grain he decided to build bigger barns. His focus was entirely on his earthly abundance. He said to himself, "You have plenty of good things laid up for many years. Take life easy, eat, drink, and be merry." But that very night, his life was demanded of him. He had stored up treasures for himself but was not rich toward God. This is the ultimate tragedy of gluttony. It chains us to a world that is passing away. Look around at the world today. We see the effects everywhere. Lives wrecked by addiction, bodies weakened by poor health choices, families torn apart by materialism, and a planet groaning under the weight of our consumption. Gluttony promises satisfaction but delivers only slavery. It promises joy but leaves a trail of regret and destruction. It whispers more, but what it really means is never enough. But there is hope. The path away from gluttony is the path of temperance, of self-control. It is a conscious choice to say no to the excesses of the world and yes to a life of purpose and discipline. It starts with small steps. Choosing a healthy meal. Putting down your phone to pray. Giving to someone in need instead of buying something for yourself. This is not a journey of deprivation, but one of liberation. By mastering our appetites, we free ourselves from their control. We create space in our lives for what truly matters, our faith, our families, and our true calling. We begin to taste a different kind of satisfaction, one that doesn't fade with the last bite or the latest purchase. This is the deep, abiding joy that comes from living a life aligned with God's will. Let us examine our own lives. Where has the spirit of gluttony taken root? Let us ask for the strength to uproot it, to turn away from the empty promises of excess and embrace the fullness of a life lived in gratitude and moderation. By doing so, we clear the path for blessings to flow, not just into our own lives, but through us to a world that is starving for something real. Thank you for watching. If this message resonated with you, please consider subscribing for more content.